where you find your model in your Whirlpool washer. Right there. Here is your filter assembly, and we are going to replace the pump that pumps the water out of this unit. Now, you don't have to take this apart, but I wanted to show you that you can take that out and make sure that you check this reservoir and clear out those items once a month or so. So you'll notice that that is kind of common. That apparatus there is very common in your Whirlpool washers. I've seen a couple of them online. The in-laws have one. Here, hopefully, is our pump that matches the one that's gone bad. Now, what happened is one of those little plastic deals that hold your bread closed got down inside of the pump. And let's see if I can pause this video while I get a copy of it. I've had this thing apart when I diagnosed the problem and put it back in, and hopefully just removal of that piece would fix it. That little plastic deal got stuck inside of here, which I'm assuming, since that didn't rotate when it was supposed to, blew the motor in the pump. So here, to make things easier on you, you can take these screws out. Do not take out this screw. Do not take out this screw. You do not need to. The idea is to take this front panel off. If you really feel adventurous, all you need to do is undo these little guys here. Oops, not hit them across the floor. You come out with your hand. You can use a little screwdriver or a quarter or something. And that pump assembly, there you go, come on, is right behind that hose down there. So we're going to take that hose assembly off and hit that motor assembly there. As you can see, you don't have to take that front panel off. And you know what? I don't think I will. I think I can do this video without having that. So let me see here. Because sneezing, snotting. No bless yous, please, because I didn't have a demon that caused me to do that. Maybe I did. So, all we need to do, let's go ahead and get to work. Underneath here, and this can be taken off with channel locks. You see that? This has already been drained, so water should not come out of here, but you can expect water to come out of that if this is the first time you've taken this apart. We just have a little drip down here, no big deal. And we just set this aside, make sure you don't lose your compression clamp. And so the only other thing you have to do really is take that electrical lead off of there. If I remember correctly, there are two. We'll find out. It's kind of hard to do this and film it at the same time, so very carefully. It will come off. I think it comes clips into a sleeve here, so you got to actually pull it out of the sleeve. Or better yet, why don't we just take this thing off? You just have to rotate it. Now this one does rotate a little bit hard. It's gonna go this way. There she goes. That's it. And then maybe we can take a look at this electrical assembly here. It fits in very easy. This little clip goes up, and then it should come out. There we go. There, that's simple. So you didn't have to discover that because of this video. Is this the same unit? Let's take a look. Looks pretty dang close to me. Set the other one aside. Put this plug back in. And then let's put it back together. There's a little harness here that you can put your electrical into. The other one I broke off. No big deal. It's really has no impact on operation. Why don't we just kind of neaten that up? Let's get this puppy back together. Probably gonna have to get some channel locks to get that hose clamp back on there. Let's take a look at this thing. That's where it plugs in. The pump just pumps the water right from that apparatus. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea to look inside of there, make sure there's nothing down in there, because that's what happened. Is that little thing came in right from that little hole. Looks okay. Yeah, make sure nothing gets down in there because the part's not that expensive, but gee whiz. This is kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? So, let's put this thing back together the way it came apart. So we swung it this way. How are we doing here? I think in the 21st century they get a freaking flashlight that wouldn't cut anything out, but you know what? We got another electrical wire in there. That's not good. Can't really see. I'll be able to do it better without a camera in the way, but for the benefit of the audience. Oh, look, I cut myself. Yay, that means I officially worked on something. You haven't officially worked on something until you draw blood, right? There you go, it's just like that. So, in theory, this should be all put back together. And in theory, this thing should drain. Now, this thing will operate just fine until it comes to you wanting to drain that reservoir in the bottom of the dishwasher. And unfortunately, when that pump malfunctions, that the water valve opens and it doesn't go through this tube I'm holding in my hand. It goes all over your floor underneath your dishwasher. We're not going to run this thing until tomorrow. So I think you pretty much get the idea. If you don't want to know how to put this thing back on, if you can put that together, you know how to put a hose onto a deal here. So that's the crux of what you need to do. Cross your fingers if that's actually your problem. And maybe since I'm going a little bit long here with this, I'll go downstairs and get the little thing that jammed this thing up in the first place, just so you can see it if you want to. But otherwise, go ahead and get your part. I'll go ahead and link the part number that I've used here with my video. And so you have that information. And I will tell you what I thought of the pump and if it was worth my while. I think I have the link somewhere. Actually, it's Christmas Day. Happy Festivus, everybody.